Did you know that some caterpillars are carnivorous and eat insects or even other caterpillars? Even crazier is at least one moth has caterpillars that feed on wasp larvae. While talking to Jim McCormac, the co-author of Gardening for Moths, a regional guide on the Backyard Ecology podcast, he told the story of a cool moth that many of us probably have living nearby, and the strange dining habits of its caterpillars.
All right. So sometimes people ask me what my favorite moth is, and it's usually the same. Here would be a way for the really adventurous mother to see a cool moth, and one that is just cherished by people who know moths. There is a species called the Sooty-Winged Chalcoela. I think we did an inset box or something in the book on it, but the Sooty-Winged Chalcoela just has to be seen to be believed. It's really cool. Can be in very urban environments or in the country, doesn't matter. What it does, this is Karmic Payback, all right? Because um, we all know the little paper wasps. They're in the genus Polistes. They build those little papery nests under your eaves that hang down on a stem. And the wasps guard those. The female wasps, of course, male wasps can't sting, but the females guard these. And I've been stung by them. It hurts. So the Sooty-Winged Chalcoela moth, female, sneaks in there at night, lays eggs near the base of that nest. She doesn't stick them in. When the little caterpillars hatch, they climb up and enter the cells of the wasp nests being diligently guarded by these females. And they prey on the wasp grub larvae within the cells. Those wasps, just as a curious footnote, prey heavily on caterpillars. The Polistes, those paper wasps are predators. They go after other living insects, and caterpillars are high on their list to get. So this karmic payback, now we have this moth going and eating them as larvae. The rub with this is you got to go up by the nest. I wanted those caterpillar pictures so bad. And then I'm like, if I go up there, I'm going to get stung like bad. And so anyway, I did it the cowardly way. A woman friend of mine sent me a picture of a Sooty-Winged Chalcoela on her eaves. She goes, "This is cool looking moth. What is this thing?" Well, there was the paper wasp nest right to it. And I told her, and I said, "If you don't mind, when those wasps die off, when it gets cold, get that nest and put it in a jar or something. I want to see it." And she did, and we dissected it, and there were the caterpillars of the Chalcoela moth inside of it.
I just want to point out that you won't be able to see these predatory caterpillars on the wasp nest. They will be inside of it, and they look a lot like the wasp larvae themselves. If you are familiar with the grub-like caterpillars of the wax moth that are popular for fish bait and feeding pet lizards, the caterpillars of the Sooty-Winged Chalcoela look a lot like them.
Anyway, go look for really cool little moths that are orange and gray sitting around paper wasp nests. You run the risk of a sting possibly, but it would be worth it to see the Sooty-Winged Chalcoela, one of the coolest moths we've got.
That is amazing because caterpillars are supposed to eat plants. They're not supposed to eat wasps or wasp larvae.
They're not the only one, but it's vanishingly rare. I would also note there's a butterfly that does the same thing, the harvester. Really, really cool butterfly, but its caterpillars prey on aphids. If you've ever seen those little wiggling white fuzzy aphids on alder trees or other beech, things like that, they feed on those. But there are more moths that are carnivorous, at least as caterpillars, but not very many, but that's the coolest one I know about.
Moths help make the natural world go round by providing food for a wide variety of animals and by providing important, but often overlooked, pollination services for a wide variety of native plants. Not to mention, many moths are absolutely gorgeous and worth attracting just so you can enjoy watching them in the same way we enjoy attracting and watching butterflies. So if you want to attract and support moths, then I highly recommend the book, Gardening for Moths, a Regional Guide. This book has absolutely gorgeous photographs and is divided into 3 sections. The first section provides an overview of moths and their importance in the ecosystem. The second section highlights approximately 140 species of plants and the types of moths those plants attract. That way you can see what types of moths might be attracted to the native plants you already have growing. The third section contains species profiles of around 150 species of moths, including their host plants. So if there's a certain species of moth you want to attract, you will know what to plant in order to support its caterpillars. I'll have a link in the description if you are interested in purchasing this book. If you would like to see the entire conversation with Jim about the fascinating world of moths, you can check it out in this video, and be sure to take some time and enjoy nature in your backyard.